Hi, my name is Barbara Clark. I am the broker of Barbara Clark Realty. The reason why I'm making this video, or the reason why you're seeing this video, is you must be looking to buy a house. And in our market, well, actually, the National Association of Realtors got caught up in a lawsuit. And in that lawsuit, there was a settlement that came down. The settlement made some agreements that now all of us real estate agents nationwide, or any real estate agents that are members of the National Association of Realtors, all must follow these new guidelines. And the guideline is, which is going to affect you, number one, is we as realtors must have a written agreement with you as a buyer before we can step foot into a house and show you any house, virtually or in person. So this has changed because before, all of us, you would get on Zillow or you would get on the internet and just say, hey, I want to look at a house, set an appointment, and here we come. And we can get you inside any house without any kind of agreement. This has changed. In the past, sellers have always done, they've interviewed the real estate agents that they personally have started working with, because when they list the house, we bring it to the market. And buyers, they just get to make that phone call, connect with a realtor, we open the door, and they just take the first person that will give them what they want. And now this is forcing buyers to slow down. This is forcing you need to interview. If you're going to, and now you have to know who pays your agent, because now you're responsible for paying your agent. Because before, the listing realtor always negotiated the commission prior to listing the property, and then it went through the MLS, which is why we're all members of the MLS, because we knew we were going to have a compensation and we didn't have to stress a buyer out over it. Well, now in this environment, we are no longer allowed to advertise compensation for a buyer's agent through the MLS. All of it has gone away. This new NAR requires you as the buyer to be responsible for getting your representation, which is your realtor, to get paid. One of the biggest things that the settlement also wants to be transparent on is the fact that there are no standards, there are no set commissions, everything is negotiable. Now, through, how do you say it? Like whenever realtors would negotiate with sellers, they would negotiate all of the commission. And then when it got offered to through the MLS, then the realtor would normally just take whatever they negotiated. And that was it. But now we have all the rules have changed. So now here is, I'm showing you what the questions or what the facts are that you need to know. So there's that. So and it goes to effect, or it went into effect August 17th, which is, we're past that date. So this is for everyone across the board, no matter what state you're in or no matter what market you're in. So for Barbara Clark Realty, we have really been working hard to bring value to the table, because we want you as a buyer to understand what you're getting and who is representing you. So we have a roadmap, just short and sweet, tell you about the process. We also explain the relationships and the different ways that a buyer could be represented. We will go over different ways on how the agent can get paid. There's three ways. It's either the traditional way, which is where a seller is offering is offering compensation to the buyer's agent, and it's piece of cake and the buyer doesn't have to worry about anything. Number two is the seller will pay for a portion of it, and then say it's 3%. In this example, yeah, 3% is what the agent is negotiating or charging their client, who is the buyer, which would be you. And say the seller's agent or the seller says, I'll pay 2%. So then that means that 1% is left for a buyer to pay or to negotiate it out with their real estate agent. The third option is the painful one, which is where the seller offers nothing, and now the buyer is responsible to compensate their agent. Um, then, here we're going to have to bring value to the table. What do we bring to the table? If that seller is not going to pay for me, then why should you pay for me? And what am I bringing that is going to benefit you? So these are all conversations that you need to have with your whoever you pick and whoever do you decide to sign that agreement with, because there's no rules on how long it has to be. There's no rules on, you could just do a showing. I mean, there's just no rules. So this is all evolving in real time, and we're just going to see how it goes, because none of us realtors really know too. But I know what my value is. I know what my agent's value is, and I want to make sure that we can attract clients that they feel that they are getting the value that they're going to be paying us, because we work very hard for our clients and we really look after you. And then also we will have a buyer's guide. This is a buyer's consultation where we go over the entire process. This is what you need to be doing. You need to know all of this ahead of time before you sign anything and before you step foot into a house, because this just puts you in a better position and you have to want to be there. So I do say this is making buyers slow down and get their ducks in a row and understand what is in front of them before they just start signing and jumping. So Barbara Clark Realty is our company. Jana Smith and Tony Worries are my agents. They love working with buyers. We have spent time learning about this. We have our buyers consultations. We love face to face, but we understand that we have out of state people, and we will do whatever it takes to get in front of you to give you the information that you need to be successful. So 580-695-5320, or sign up on our website at sellinghomesinlawton.com, and then one of us will be in contact, and we look forward to that first appointment. And I hope that this brings value to you and spread it around, because the way you're buying houses will change, and it's everywhere. If somebody is showing you a house without getting some kind of signature, they're doing something wrong. And I hope that you will rethink what you're doing, and ask yourself, what kind of integrity do you want in your agent? Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for watching this. Please share, and I look forward to a phone call.